Please, can you look up and be awake now? Let me help you with something. Nothing is more evil on earth like investing your precious time on wastage. That is why Matthew said in Matthew chapter 6:33, he said, seek ye the kingdom. Because some things will be added, naturally added. So he said, why are you looking for something that should be naturally? Why are you looking for something that should be naturally added? Something that should be naturally added. When you seek the real thing. When you seek the real thing, you excuse me. Some of us, you don't have access into the world beyond. I do. If you see how men are ridiculed when they cross the river of death, you will cry. How men are ridiculed. You see, because some of the people you see, everything that they work for is on earth, and everything they work for is what they must live on earth. So the moment that they cross, they take the nature of stupid beggars, because where they are going, they have kept nothing. I think if I stop now, I say where they are, they have kept nothing. Where they have kept everything is where they are living. Kennedy, for Sunday service, the oath of multiplication and dominion. I mean the oath of fruitfulness and multiplication for dominion. That is Sunday. The oath of fruitfulness and multiplication for dominion. I think I should leave that church. Should I spend more time on it? Auntie, it's fine. What I said is great. If you want to know, listen. All who are very important to God, that is who came from God's family. They invest. They invest where God is. So when they cross, they start living fine. And it is still those people that reign. You know, whatever you invest comes back to the earth. Yes. Where we reign from is not from the earth. We reign from God's presence. So you all who are like God, they invest in God's presence. Somebody was giving a testimony. A man of God was giving a testimony of how he died. How he died, and they brought him into his mansion. They brought him into his mansion in heaven. And then while he was looking at his mansion, he saw a mansion that is far more beautiful than his own. He called the person that brought it, the angel that brought him. I said, this mansion that is more beautiful than my own, who owns it? And why is the mansion more beautiful? The man of God was surprised. They told the man that the woman that owned the mansion, that is better than his own, is the head of intercessors of his church, who was not popular. But she's the reason the man is anointed. They told her that the woman, the person that owned that mansion, that is better than his own, is the head of intercessors. Where? In his church. That even was on a wheelchair. But that particular woman on the wheelchair prayed for this pastor day and night. And by the pain of her prayer and the conviction of her prayer, God anointed that pastor into miracle working. But the pastor didn't know that it was the pain of that woman that convinced God to make her, to anoint her, to anoint him. So when he would be laying hand, he would even go and lay hand on the woman that fetches anointing. So please hear me, when two of them arrive to where it matters, he discovered that woman has made more investment in God's presence than him as a pastor. Not so much to clap for what I just said. That means for the whole of eternity, that woman is more honorable than him. God doesn't think like a man. That is why, like we are doing chain prayer. Listen, those who are great are visionary people. Those that have burden that came from God, who labor when people are not watching. I say, who labors? No, it isn't that. No, it's not this one. This one, somebody said, Sheba didn't come on. Let's go and start room. He says, excuse me, you don't build church with them. They are not there. They are not human beings. They are not that. They are hanging around. Because you see, you cannot stop their hypocrisy. You see, because there is nothing they are seeing. I said, you can't stop. No, you can't stop their hypocrisy. Except they are seeing anything, they cannot behave anything. You don't create burden to those who God didn't give it. Put your hand together for Jesus. The immunity and protection of God. Whatever God depends on to protect God's are provided by God. In fact, the difference between men and gods is that gods labor for immunity. If you see any human being who is important, the person cares about immunity. In chapter 7 verse 1 of the book of Exodus, if Moses didn't care about immunity, he would not be a god now. And it is the protection, if you like, immunity that made him to stand, that made him a god to Pharaoh. And he went to Egypt and came out successfully. You see, because when a man builds an immunity, the protection becomes his hiding place. So gods consume men. Gods are those who consume their flesh to produce immunity. They pay so much. They understand how important immunity is. They pay so much for immunity. Now, immunity is an object of dominion. I say immunity is what? If you like yourself, walk immunity.